Do it. Let's hop in to game number one. We're spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Nightshade. It is our blue Zerg player playing for Chivo SC. It is RagnaroK. And his opponent spawning in the lower right-hand corner in the red for the Afrika Freaks. It is soO. It's like both of them going to grab that hatchery down on the low ground. No crazy aggression here. Keeping it safe, keeping it real. Look at this, perfectly mirrored opening to the game. It's beautiful to see. That's why they call it a mirror matchup. Because it's like looking in the mirror, you know? It's like there's a mirror here, and that's why it's reflecting the same thing. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just looking at the man in the mirror. I'm hoping he can change his ways. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. It is as MJ said it. Yeah, really nothing too different here to talk about. Both just kind of droning up, getting their queens out, all the standard stuff. Both of them getting ling speed. Nothing notable to report on from your commentator here today. We're just gonna take it nice and easy here, enjoying some Zerg versus Zerg. As the queens will get out, they'll start to inject their hatcheries. We're just gonna take it nice and slow, nice and relaxed. I hope you guys are all having a great day out there in Chatland, or if you're watching this video elsewhere. I hope you're just having a wonderful day and really enjoying some StarCraft. Thank you for hanging out. This has been the NPR radio session with your host, Chicken Man. As always, we'll see you next time. Alright, I feel like I've babbled on long enough about absolutely nothing, but and yet somehow there's still not much to report on. We have Baneling nests from both players. Alright, soO is making 12 lings. RagnaroK also is making an amount of lings, slightly less than 12, but not significantly so. soO also getting up that early Evo chamber, and RagnaroK throwing his down as well. Again, I wish there was more. I wish there was more. Baneling is here, should be able to help push away these lings. Bunch more lings coming out. RagnaroK successfully holding on. Nice Baneling connection there. Damages both of those, should make it easy pickings for these lings, but oh, the magic out of soO saving those. Is he gonna keep putting pressure on? Probably not gonna do all that much. Nice micro there on those lings and banes from soO. And the Roach Warren's going down. He's got his +1, only slightly ahead of RagnaroK's, basically dead even. Again, basically dead even in all regards. Bunch more drones coming out of soO though. Looks like he's gonna be jumping ahead in that drone count, at least for now. And RagnaroK making 12 more lings. Both of them getting layers up. RagnaroK, or soO rather, now making 18 lings. Has an inclination that there's more coming his way. And he is correct. Only a single baneling at the moment. Yeah, gonna morph a couple of more. I might start getting some roaches out. Here they come. This is the most incredibly consistent production tab that I've seen at 5 minutes 30 into a game. Now soO is the one putting on pressure. Oh, he's gonna be able to get in with a bunch of lings here. There are a couple of roaches to help, but it looks like the queen will go down. That's gonna hurt the injects. Baneling goes down to a few lings. Where are RagnaroK's army units? There we go. A few roaches moving down towards this base. Oh, but soO looking to get a nice connection on the drones. It's so close. He does get a few drones. Actually, 12 so far have gone down between the 3 bases. However, on this side of the map, lings getting in and get 11 of soO's drones, so it's still very, very even. +2 started here for soO, as well as that Glial reconstitution. No +2 yet out of RagnaroK. He has the ability to start it. There he goes. Somehow, after all of that trading, this game is just as even as it was before. Just as even. It's a little bit insane. It kind of hurts my brain. And nobody doing anything. There's no Spire going down. There's no Hydra Den. These guys are Roach Boysing it up right now. It's a hashtag Roach Boys. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be about positioning. It's going to be about corrosive biles. But nobody's attacking just yet. Both of them sending out their overlords to be put on patrol for that scouting. It looks like we've all just agreed to go into a longer Roach versus Roach game. Those biles did way more damage to RagnaroK than they did to soO. He killed his own creep tumor and almost killed his own overseer. That's hilarious. A wild Juvia appears in the chat. Welcome, Juvia. I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Casting is going fantastic. Can't go wrong with casting some high quality StarCraft. Alright. All the sounds got really quiet. I was worried I hit mute or something, but not quite. It's really just a game where they're messing around with overlords right now. Alright, soO's gonna be the first to push across the map. Somehow in all of this, with dead even worker counts the entire time, soO has made a bunch more roaches, and he hit 200 supply first. So there you go. +2, finishing up. Ooh, this one actually delayed, which means soO is gonna have the advantage when this fight starts. I thought this game was gonna be dead even, but soO with the massive IQ brain plays. However, I think his positioning in this fight is really bad. He had that advantage, which he created for himself. But yeah, the positioning of that fight, trying to fight in this choke with the big concave, not ideal. Biles going out on both sides of things here. Some burrowed roaches trying to do a cute little maneuver here for RagnaroK. A lot of these roaches from soO are very, very low. Super even though. Oh, RagnaroK has +1 carapace as well. I did not notice him getting that upgrade. It's actually going to give him a big advantage in this fight as he's up an upgrade. with these roaches from soO. Preparing for the defense, but the roaches from RagnaroK gonna pop up in the mineral lane of the natural. Get a few worker kills here. There is an overseer. RagnaroK moving across the map now. Still has that upgrade advantage of the +1 carapace. But now he's moving into the potentially bad position. Feels like soO is missing a few units here. To get all these roaches down here to defend together. Both players dodging biles, trying to get the better concave versus convex. They've been listening to their taste list, they know. Oh, maybe soO hasn't been listening though. He's gonna stand in the convex. He's gonna get biled down, but somehow he's still winning this fight. A lot of soO's roaches still coming across the map. The reinforcements a little bit late. And soO somehow takes that fight. I guess he just had enough extra roaches. Gonna push across to the other side of the map now, but gotta wait to group up. Alright, and soO's back at 200 supply right now. His +1 carapace isn't quite finished yet, but he's gonna push in anyways. Both players eating some biles there. Not dodging all of that well, but it looks like soO might just have too much here. Both their supplies falling quite quickly, but soO's still ahead at the moment. RagnaroK has to pull back, and that's going to expose his 4th base here. Again, soO just eating biles on the back line, but does not seem to care. Reinforcements here from RagnaroK might be enough to push soO away for now, but now his +1 carapace finishes. That was all with an upgrade lead from RagnaroK. And now we're even on the upgrades. And it looks like soO's going to be able to take game number 1. These high quality roach battles. He says, I'm the better roach boy. What are you going to do about it? He almost had 3-2, which would have been a massive upgrade lead. But almost doesn't count, except in horseshoes and hand grenades. You know what they say. You're doing well. I'm glad. Maybe I've seen you in other chats. Been in Maynard's chat. That's the best one. Enjoying some Olimoleague. You better be a Patreon of Olimoleague. You better be. Just saying. Gotta support that Korean StarCraft. Alright, we're getting into game number 2. It's gonna be on Triton. Let's go ahead and let's just hop on in there. We have spawning in the upper left-hand corner. Our blue Zerg player playing for Chivo. It is, of course, RagnaroK. And his opponent in the lower right-hand corner, playing for the Afrika Freaks. It is soO. Last year's Katowice winner. Will he be able to do it again this year? That'd be dope. If soO won Katowice this year, that'd be really cool. If you could, you would. I understand. If I could, I would subscribe to every single StarCraft Patreon and streamer and donate money to Home Story Cup every year. Fill out every Matcherino coupon that exists. Maybe one day. One day, Juvia, we'll get there. We'll support every ounce of StarCraft that we possibly can. As far as the game goes, I'm going to be quite shocked here when I take a look at the production tab, and it is once again dead even. These guys playing stock standard Zerg versus Zerg. soO winning Katowice last year, though, was the most emotional esports moment that I have ever been a part of. Like, man, I was crying. Everybody's crying. soO was crying. It was a beautiful moment. That was like, just felt so good to see soO finally win, finally get that first place that he had been so coveting. The most touching e-gaming moment of 2019. Yeah, once again, dead even. Dead even. See, this is where I need a co-caster, so we can talk story about stuff. You know, like, oh, what did you do today? Well, I had to go to the bank today, and I was stuck in traffic for a long time. It was really sucked. What about you? I made pizza rolls for breakfast, and then I watched some StarCraft streams while I worked on some new overlay stuff, and that's about it. My co-caster leads a much more interesting life than I do. Very quick +1 missile attacks coming up from both players. How are they so dead even on things like this? All right, this Roach War on way earlier for RagnaroK. Look at this. soO doesn't even have a Roach. All right, never mind. Basically the same. soO is up on workers right now, though. He's got that early drone lead, and that kind of compounds itself. I feel like that might be... I mean, I hesitate to say that's why he ended up in the lead last game, because it was such a small lead for the longest time, but it felt like he always had 1 or 2 more drones through a lot of it. Well, now he's down one. Yeah, see, it feels like he's always up a couple of drones. And then, or even. So that kind of compounds itself to the rest of the game. Oh, Queen goes down. Bane gets on top of these drones. A couple more drones gonna get targeted down. 5 go down in total. soO, though, still ahead in drones and making 12 more. His lair is a little bit behind RagnaroK's. So his roach speed gonna be a little bit later, but it shouldn't affect the +1 or the +2 missile attacks at all. Pneumatized Carapace now, finishing up for both players. Oh, we have a Spire coming out of RagnaroK. So he is going to change it up. He's going to break the mirror effect. He's also grabbing a drop reward. Gonna go for some Bane drops in the mineral lines. I love it. You don't see this a ton in this matchup. Sometimes you see Roach drops, but Bane drops very rarely. And if soO is expecting Roaches and Banes come out, that could be very bad. This time soO says, I'm not going to get caught without +1 Carapace. He's going to be the one getting Carapace, as well as his +2 missile attacks. I don't think he has any idea about this Spire. Might get a little bit caught off guard when the mutas start coming out. Oh, there's the Baneling drop. Kills 8 workers. soO down to 58. Gonna have to rebuild a bunch of those. But now there's mutas on the way. And the mutas have potential to kill even more workers. Oh, I love this on the Evo chamber, clogging it up. I can't think of what that ability is called right now. All right, but we have the mutas moving across the map. Oh, Queen and a Spore here gonna get taken out very quickly. As well as a drone. In the meantime, soO has moved across the map with what I would call a smaller group of units. Also, kind of hitting an anti-timing before his 2-1 is finished. We do have Spores in the other bases and Hydras on the way out. As the Hydra upgrades start coming up. Mutas hitting the roaches though. This drone, oh, these drones hitting the roaches. I think drones got grouped with the wrong army. Oh, something happened up here. Oh, a lot happened up here. soO said, I really like that Baneling drop idea. I'm gonna do it too, and killed 16 drones with it. RagnaroK looking poised to come in for an attack though, and he is up in supply. Down in that +1 Carapace though. And that's a big deal as this starts up. Groove Spines is about to finish. That's gonna make these Hydras a lot stronger. Muta's going around the side. There is a Spore here, but only the single Spore. Oh, and RagnaroK maybe trapped himself a little bit. He moved real deep into here. Ah, he's getting hit on multiple sides now. Really nice concave for soO. soO, in the meantime, also hitting with a couple of lings. Killing some workers, and he completely pushes back RagnaroK's attack. And a ton of these mutas went down. I think they must have auto-attacked into the Spore and the Queen. Only down to 2 mutas. 27 roaches on the way for RagnaroK right now. Poor Hydra's getting left in the dust because they don't have their muscular augments just yet. Ooh, centrifugal hooks completed, so we might see some Banelings coming out of RagnaroK. I don't know if he has any lings at the moment though. It's just Roach Ravager. He does have +1 Carapace on the way. Should be able to get that finished because it looks like soO not going to keep pushing forward. Do we have a Lurker Den? No. Infestation Pit, but no Lurker Den. So just going to be on Roach Hydra. Oh, soO might be coming up for a bit of an attack here. RagnaroK might have to turn around. No, he's just going to keep pushing forward. Some of soO's army split off to the side. He might be able to get a good concave with this. RagnaroK looking for that kind of a base trade here. Some roaches split off for soO to go hit the third. Once again, RagnaroK finds himself on the bottom of the ramp being hit from 2 sides. Not a good start to the engagement, but he might be able to catch this hatchery on the way out. Not going to go for it. Roaches, though, getting 6-7 kills. Continuing to get kills. The Mutas hitting the attempted 5th base here. Roach is just targeting down workers. The worker count kind of low for both players. A bit lower than they'd like it, for sure. Oh, 12 drones going down for RagnaroK, though. Oh, he's going to lose this hatchery. Hatchery goes down. Roaches will die for it, but totally 100% worth it there for soO. Gets a bunch of drones and the hatchery with just a little bit of a roach run by. Somehow they were on the same worker count. These games have been incredibly close, it feels like. Now we have the lurker den getting started. It's about halfway done. Hive is about halfway done as well here for soO. RagnaroK has no hive. He has no intentions of getting his hive at the moment. He's going to come in for a big attack. There's Banelings in here. Baneling's going to be splashing on this Roach Ravager. But RagnaroK's supply plummeting at the moment. Don't know if he's gotten the hits he needed with those Banelings. 40 roaches coming out of soO right now. RagnaroK's going to get pushed back here. And the counterattack from soO may end up being just a little bit too strong. Roaches streaming out from all the bases. You have a good amount of roaches coming out of RagnaroK as well, but he's down a lot of supply. Oh, maybe just seeing those units spill across the map. He's going to tap out right there. GG. soO doesn't even have to make it across the map to kill him.